Hey, what up, everybody? Stephen Breach coming to you today. About to leave on my day of work today. Brock Lesnar going to be on Monday Night Raw tonight. Probably going to be one of the biggest highlights of the show. Of course, that's going to be your main event of this year's Royal Rumble. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Unified Champion, whatever they're calling it these days. Also returning will be Randy Orton, and probably the Ascension debut, which might not have the biggest hit of the year, but still might be something that you look back on as something that happened pretty big at the end of this year. Heading into next year's big Monday Night Raw, of course, that would be the first of the year where everything really debuts and blows off. But not a lot of great rumors for WWE right now at this time of the year. Basically, about everybody saying that Brock Lesnar is done with WWE. He will be leaving after WrestleMania. And he will be heading to either UFC or Bellator. He will be competing in mixed martial arts again. This will be the second big professional wrestler that WWE has lost this year, heading over to UFC. More lucrative paydays. There's even rumors about Alberto Del Rio maybe taking an MMA fight to make some of that easy cash instead of having to work house shows and work pay-per-views along the way. But then again, Brock Lesnar doesn't even work house shows, and he doesn't even work that many television. Basically, it's almost to the point where he shows up when he wants to. I know that it's not his fault. It's the deal that WWE signed him to. But there was talk after Brock Lesnar won Brock Lesnar won the championship at SummerSlam, that Brock Lesnar had reworked his deal in order to make it more easy for WWE to put him on shows, whether if it was Monday Night Raw or more pay-per-views along the way. And it seems like they put him on Night of Champions, and then we never saw him again. They didn't want to put the money up in order to have Brock on the show. Everybody knows that when Brock shows up on Monday Night Raw, there are more eyes on the product. There's more viewers. But this match, really could shape up WrestleMania. I know that we've been saying this a lot ever since, SummerSlam when Brock won the championship. We were saying basically it was a guarantee that he was going to hold it all the way and then around Night of Champions, we were saying that maybe WWE was getting scared of putting the title on Brock and then not having him on the shows for a long period of time, and that, the Cena versus Brock match at Night of Champions would set the pace for what WrestleMania would be. Then Brock won that match because of the DQ of Seth Rollins, and sort of set off the John Cena versus Seth Rollins fight. But now here we are at the Royal Rumble, and honestly, this is definitely a fork in the road. WWE could change the directions of everything they're going with. Lots of talk, not really rumors, because they're basically set up by people like us just here talking wrestling here on YouTube. Was that maybe there could be a championship change to the Royal Rumble, either John Cena beating Brock Lesnar and then going in a different direction with the championship, facing another contender who wins the Royal Rumble, or they could go with a Seth Rollins cash-in, and then you could do Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, a big Shield match. That would definitely be one of the highlights of this year. Was the Shield's rise, in their babyface turn around WrestleMania, and then definitely the surprise breakup. When Seth Rollins hit Roman Reigns with the chair and then hit the curb stomp on Dean Ambrose, there definitely was a "what the fuck are you doing?" You could hear all throughout the arena. You could hear it out your window from wrestling fans down the street saying it. We were all shocked. We all knew it was coming. And then when it happened, we didn't want it. It was the most easy thing to see that the Shield was going to be broken up. They had been almost feuding amongst each other throughout SummerSlam, throughout Survivor Series and TLC the year before. Then all of a sudden, in the Royal Rumble, they're fighting each other with Dean Ambrose trying to throw Roman Reigns out of the Royal Rumble. You had tag matches where basically Seth Rollins walked out on Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins walked out on Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, basically making them fight together and make them be a team again, which built them strong to, basically turn on the Authority and Corporate Kane and the New Age Outlaws for the WrestleMania match. And then they go out there, they fight Evolution, and then out of the middle of nowhere, Seth Rollins buys in to the Authority, becomes that heel guy, and they go in a different direction. But Cena, I think, would be a great champion for WWE. I know he's the guy that everybody loves to hate, but I think he's the guy who packs the houses. No matter what you want to say, I don't think we're in the point of 1993, the youth movement of the WWF at that time, with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels taking over. But you definitely need to be starting to think about how you're going to be there and how you're going to blend that into today, so it doesn't drop down to those dark days of the WWF. You don't want to see all these guys basically walking out of the WWE. We've heard rumors of John Cena taking more movie roles and blending into that. I think you have a great crop of guys that could take over at WWE, but I think at this point, guys like Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, if they're left alone on top without guys like Brock Lesnar and John Cena to blend in, we've already lost CM Punk, the real wrestler that WWE had. If we do, I mean, Bray Wyatt is a great guy, but he could easily be looked at years down the road as one of those Duke the Dumpster Drosy or Doink the Clown kind of guys. How are we supposed to believe in this guy having supernatural hologram powers? And he's just really not what we thought he was going to be when he debuted at the SummerSlam the year before last. The Wyatt family, splitting up is really weird and out of left field. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But I'm hoping this is going to be a great match, and I hope that this is the kickoff to blend in to see what's going to go down. My honest prediction on what they're going to do is Brock Lesnar's going to win. I think they're going to stick to their guns. He's going to go into WrestleMania and lose to Roman Reigns. And then, it'll be what it'll be. People get behind Roman Reigns, so people will boo the match because they don't know what to think about what's going on. Seth Rollins cashing in, having him go up against John Cena, having him go up against Roman Reigns would be a great deal. I don't think you can do John Cena because John Cena had to win the Rumble. I don't really see him competing in the match against Brock and then going out there also and winning the Rumble. That might be a little bit hard to do, but surprises are surprises, and we'll see what happens. Peace out, everybody.